Morning. As soon as I turn on the camera, all my thoughts go away. Good thing I'm not an actor, huh? This morning, I'm thinking about Egypt and the story of the pharaoh suddenly wrapped up as a mummy and preserved with all these writings on the wall, locked in a tomb. I'm also told to bring my attention to the image or false image that each of us places over ourselves. And to fit a mold, like for instance, how one building in town is, say, the sewage plant. Obviously, it stinks in there, but people go in there and work every day and come home and can feed their whole family and are proud of what they do. Then you got another building. It's a church. It's all perfectly clean and ornate and decorated, and peaceful and quiet, unless people are singing or praising God and or mourning or celebrating a wedding, birth, or baptism. Then you got a store where it's just a whole bunch of dead stuff, technically, sitting on the shelves. But it brings everyone to life. Brings them out of their homes to go get it and come home and just be excited about their toy, their shirt, or their cooking their meat, or whatever the case might be. And how humanity is through that light. It's making the screen all halo. Like when we look in history, we see that humanity isn't, there's no clean parts of it, really. I mean, it's a mess. And it kind of reminds me of my page. That if all the playlists and stuff is my body, then I can't say I can and I can't. But look, there's a whole bunch of fleas and ticks all on me. And at the same time, like the world, like the planet, and the people and the animals that live upon it. Dig holes in it and uh, put roots in and uh, poop all over it and pee in it. But we like to compartmentalize things as people and have this go where it belongs over here, and this goes where it goes over here. And when you really like look at what's in a brain, well, where did all those memories and stuff go? Like it's just a pile of mush. Where's the person in there? How did the personality come out that you can recognize the person anywhere by hearing their voice from the next room or certain things that they'd say? I don't have any answers this morning. Not that I ever really did. But I'm brought to this weird attention of a couple weird things. One, being how somehow space and time and all this weird stuff was aligned to put me on an invisible cross to show me who I am. And it all lines up secretly. But then, what is my purpose? If if a rancher's son's purpose is to either take over the family business of ranching, or if his heart's desire is to go to college to become an artist or whatever, then that's what he should do. That would be an easy world. But I don't know why I'm here. And all the things that look like pride on my page are equally balanced out with a bunch of nonsense and um, shame and pity and all the things of emotion and the mind. Because whether one is sober or intoxicated, it begs the question, well, who's the real one? Unless it's all the same. That there's a shadow side to us. And sometimes the shadow side is a lot more interesting and exciting. And that's why we like movies. And like real nice kids would like music like heavy metal and like gangster rap and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with the world that they are from. And vice versa. How somebody might be a boxer. It, most people when they go to the gym, they listen to something that pumps you up or whatever, and might listen to classical music. I would think they're all weird. Or listen to Spice Girls. It really begs the question. And it's a lot of pressure. And none at all. It makes me feel really guilty and shameful at the same time as human, is a word that comes to mind. And not holier than thou. That I can prove who I am. Big deal. I mean, it is a big deal. there's all these expectations, and if I was conjured up as a as a magical being and made to live a kind of a subpar life. Hey, well, everyone goes and thinks so highly of him, and he's me. But then that's a hell of a conflict, right? But then everybody who is a preacher lives in semi-luxury compared to my life at any stage, just automatically. If I was conjured up by magic, then do I belong to somebody as property? And I have certain expectations placed upon me, but I don't have anyone around to tell me while I'm like followed everywhere I go and watched, and all these different forces are trying to get at me or trying to guide me, or, well, basically it's just me in silence unless I connect through a device because there's nobody there for me. But I have to rely on God. But yeah, that begs a weird question. How can I rewrite a story that was written about me before I even got here, that has played out, and or but it's free will, right? It almost seems like there would be something set up for me at some point. At the same time as I can't count on that. At the same time as I don't know what I can count on. I wake up every morning not wanting to get out of bed. I don't have anything to look forward to, nothing that I want to do. If I want to go anywhere, there's nowhere to go. No way to get there. If I wanted to buy something, there's no way to have any money. And I'm not allowed to apparently have money. I'm allowed to have what people give me. This is the way it seems. I don't know how to lead like this. Unless this is what I'm doing it right. As in the example being made an example of watching a lot of examples. How can this get to be fun where I know what to do? Because in some ways, I wish I could just take everything I made online and just throw it all away. But it doesn't just belong to me. Even the mean things they've said about other people, or that they've said about me. I mean, it all looks kind of funny. It just makes me feel bad. For the most part. I just wanted to die every day. If I couldn't find love and know my purpose and where to belong. And after all this time and work, I still have no clue whatsoever. Quit. And yet there's at least bare minimum 10 different women that I know of. Only through this device here. That I just wish I could be there. Like I could just pop out of like an alien, just hop out of an alien ship and be like, "Hi, I'm your personal assistant. Um, I'm your AI sex slave or bot. Just what do you want? What do you want to do with me? What can I do for you? Just tell me. Shit." But it's your job to take care of me because I'm an alien. I don't belong here. I can't make it out in the world alone. But I'll protect you the best I can. But I can't get there. I'm stuck here in this fucking basement. A few days I won't even have phone service anymore. Get to go through Christmas. No phone. I can't get anybody anything. Anything I want, I can't ask for. Nowhere to get there. Nowhere to belong. It seems like over time, it just gets narrower and narrower and narrower, like my death is coming up. To never to find out who I am just so I could go away. It's kind of seems how it seems. When who I am m- must matter. Before I knew it, because after I awoke, then I saw the pattern. And looking forward, I could see the pattern. Looking back, I could see the pattern. And through all the things that naturally come up, like every time I look at the clock, or uh, there's synchronicities everywhere. And yet, I don't belong anywhere. I'm like a ghost. or like the only solid structure that everything can throw stones at. But I can't reach out and touch anybody else. Just like a giant just tied to the ground and everybody can beat up on me. And no matter how big or strong or whatever I have, I can't touch anything. And everybody can just come and go. And I'm just strapped. And even if I could get up and go, where would I go? It's not like I could hide. And it's not like I could fit in any of their houses. It's not like the whole village would just live to feed me. If I'm I mean, thing that they're protecting themselves against or from, or by having me around, then I'm the problem. Either way. Or if the solution is, hey, let's go get the giant. Because the town's being attacked by wolves. Okay, but then what are we going to do about the giant when he gets here? Yeah, let's deal with the wolves. It's kind of how it feels. I wake up every day and listen to and spend time with a few people that I feel extremely connected to. And they probably may or may not feel good enough for me, or, well, they can disconnect from it too. Or it'd be easy to look and be like, yeah, I could do better than that. I don't want to be attached to all that shit. It's just better to maintain this distance. And I don't know how I could talk back, except for as I am. So it's just a really strange relationship. There's no way to start all over. And where could I go? What's to start over? How could I go in any direction? There's no direction I could go in. There's no way I could ever get there. It doesn't make any sense. My life, my existence, and what I'm doing here on Earth as a human being. As if those things were. It just sounds so weird to even talk like that, huh? And it just seems so weird to be like, to change it or to talk about it in a different way, like starseed groups or anything. I don't know. I don't know anything. So I guess that's what I wanted to share this morning. For now, have a good day.